Harare. Chriselda, good morning to you. Let's talk about the mood that you're experiencing there in Zimbabwe ahead of the swearing-in of their brand new president, Mnangagwa.
Well, truly historic, Leanne, as we have been reporting for the past couple of days. Well, that very same sentiment still on the streets of Zimbabwe, even though everyone has now returned to work and it is business as usual. They're quite cognizant of the very big day ahead for Zimbabwe tomorrow, as Emmerson Mnangagwa is to be sworn in as the country's new president. But while all that pomp and ceremony will take place tomorrow, this country certainly has a lot of work to do. And as my colleague Aldrin St. Pierre was reporting there, that work really starts for Emmerson Mnangagwa tomorrow. And, you know, the people of Zimbabwe are really saying that they are very impatient. They want changes to take place as soon as possible. But that's not really going to happen, because we're talking about a legacy, a system itself that has been in turmoil for the longest time. So really getting down to the work that Emmerson Mnangagwa needs to do, he will have to get everybody around the table to try and see what would really speak to the Zimbabweans in terms of dealing with some of the immediate crises that they are facing in this country, relating to job creation, a healthcare system that has collapsed, as well as education that the people of this country say is a system that also needs to be fixed. So much anticipation for all that pomp and ceremony tomorrow, but really at the end of it all, Zimbabwe needs to see an economy that thrives once again on the African continent. But just speaking to a few people today, the general sense is that they need to participate in that as well, as I earlier said there, Leanne, and they understand that everybody's going to need to roll up their sleeves and do the work as well. And I think in terms of the support that Mnangagwa is being given by the people of Zimbabwe at this point, some of them are very clear as well. Some of them are even putting some timelines saying that they would expect to see some kind of change when it comes to Zimbabwe, but certainly in terms of the confidence that these people have in Mnangagwa, that certainly is exceptionally high. But I think what will be judged at the end of the day is exactly how fast you'd be able to get Zimbabwe out of the crisis that it is facing. But much anticipation, and I can guarantee you that at the venue where the swearing-in ceremony will take place, perhaps some of them will take the day off to try and be part of that history, and if not, others will probably gather at the nearest television set that they can find to watch this historic moment, not just for the continent, but certainly the eyes from the rest of the world have been watching, certainly over the past couple of months. I think the legacy as well of the now resigned President Robert Mugabe, while we also hearing from political parties in South Africa, such as the ANC and the economic freedom fighters, is that, you know, Mugabe's legacy should not be forgotten. We're talking about a revolutionary leader, but somewhere along the line it went wrong for Zimbabwe, and many have cast blame on him and some of the decisions that he has taken, and also put some of his blame, some of that blame on now soon to be the former First Lady.
All right, that's Chriselda Lewis seems to have just broken down on that line, but I think that we got the message as to what to expect from Zimbabwe today, the swearing-in ceremony taking place tomorrow, and also the atmosphere amongst the average Zimbabwean.